Well, thank you. Thanks, Ashwin. Thanks, ABN Web team. I think it's an opportunity for all of us to come together to basically work on the project of water stewardship. Recharge, conserve, and recycle is the overall ambit of this project, and how we take it forward along with the communities is something which is the ambit of this project. Collectively, we are looking forward to initiate this project, and what an ominous day to start this on a World Water Day. So thanks for this partnership, ABN Bev team, Ashwin, Sugandha, and Bratin. Thanks, we're looking forward to it.
Perfect. So this is probably one occasion in which I'll not preach to the experts, so not much on why water is a problem. I think we all know that very clearly in this group. Just I would like to highlight a few points in terms of what WaterAid has been doing and why your work has also attracted us towards you. And I think that's where it needs to be called out that you all have been doing like intensely good, impactful job. And I would like to emphasize on the impactful word here, because when I also went through your global website, I was seeing impact numbers which were like 50 million plus and spread across 34 countries. And I think most importantly, it's the integrated WASH approach that you all are taking, which also struck a chord with us, because when you look at our own 100 plus sustainability goals, where we have defined our water stewardship goal, and that very clearly talks about making sure that 100% of the community, which is around our high stressed water areas, are getting access to clean drinking water and also sufficient water for their other needs. And if you also look at how we have approached our water stewardship interventions now over the last few years, I would say in a few locations we've been working for a decade. We've put it together as a process, I would say, in the last 2 years, and we've intervened across a few states, where again our focus initially was on ensuring that water conservation is happening in the sufficient amount outside of the brewery. Yet again, I would like to emphasize here that this is something which we started off outside of the brewery, but within the brewery, when you look at our operations, when you look at our supply team, which has been working on increasing the efficiency of water use within the plant, that is something I would say which has been going on ever since ABI was born. And it has again probably accelerated more in the last 10 to 12 years, where you look at various aspects of reduce, reuse, and recycle. That's where I would like to call out and say it's not just our organization, but it's the industry in general which has accelerated that change. And there are different transformational innovations also taking place there. So I would say on that front, the approach that we are also taking now with our partnership, it's something which I would say which will bring about that impact that we are looking for in terms of not just the integrated watershed development, but also the approach that we are taking in terms of getting consortiums together, driving that knowledge partnership. And I remember having those conversations along with this larger team, Padma and all of you initially also to begin with, where we were talking about there are so many success stories that we see around us when it comes to water, but somehow it's not adopted, it's not scalable in a sense, not because of its inherent nature of being non-scalable, but it's just that there isn't probably a platform or a base where everything is being assimilated together for everyone to learn from. And I think that would be the biggest win for us as we start developing this in the next few months and next few years, is that we become or we create that central repository to which everyone sort of comes to and thinks about, okay, if I have this kind of a unique solution, what is a unique problem, what is the potential solution I can look at? So that is really heartening in terms of how we are looking at all of this. So really excited overall in terms of where we are heading, how we have defined this, and again the approach of partnership that we are taking, which is what you sort of imbibe in yourself in how you go about water stewardship, and which is how we also work. When you look at our work in water across the country, we've worked with multiple partners so far. So yes, really looking forward to all of this.
Great, thank you, Ashwin. So now it's time to unveil our water stewardship video. It will just give you an idea of what we have done so far, how we interact with the communities, and how we bring the projects or interventions to life.
India is now considered the center of the global water and sanitation crisis. More than 50% of the population has no access to safe drinking water.
जब बारिश गिरती ना तो पानी बह जाता था, तो पानी नहीं रहता था बावड़ी को हमारे।
पहले क्या होता था सर, जो है हमारे अड़ोस पड़ोस का है ये ऊंचा है और हमारे ये जो 8 एकड़ ज़मीन है ये नीचे है, तो सारा इकट्ठा पड़ोसियों का पानी होकर इसी ज़मीन में आकर रुक जाता था, तो हम अपनी फसल कम से कम हमारी 3 एकड़ फसल तो वैसे ही नष्ट हो जाती थी।
Even today, a very large number of women in rural India need to travel up to 5 kilometers just to get access to water. This is an alarming issue, and we felt we need to act with water and water stewardship for the communities in which we operate in being a very important priority for our water sustainability goals over the next 5 years.
The biggest challenge for us initially was when we started doing a source vulnerability assessment. We realized that there are a few of our operations which are present in regions which are water stressed. And that's where we sort of started looking at an approach where we are looking at, okay, how can we ensure water efficiency within our brewery when it comes to the usage of water, and also looking at how we can give back more to the community and the ecosystem in which we are working.
The intention to create customized solutions to every community's water problems gave rise to AB InBev's Water Stewardship Program in partnership with changemakers like Let's Indoors, FORCE and ICRISAT. The program aims to ensure water access and quality for both the communities and breweries.
We enter the village, we interact with the community, we try to understand their problems.
The objective of this initiative was to ensure that we collect the rainwater and it is recharged into the ground, and even the wastewater in some ways in certain cases even the wastewater is treated so that it can be reused for agricultural purpose.
Depending on the topography, the structure and the drainage over there and the soil over there, we decide what kind of structure needs to be constructed.
We have constructed more than 450 structures from 2011 when we started. With the help of this water availability, now farmers are also able to take second crop in post-rainy season.
Through integrated watershed development approach, AB InBev along with its partners not only work towards restoring the ecological balance by conserving and developing degraded natural resources, but also supports the communities by introducing diverse agro-based activities to help provide sustainable livelihoods. In its own breweries, AB InBev has introduced significant water efficiency practices.
With ABI, I dream of impacting the millions and millions of lives with positive water quality and quantity. In line with this, we have been working on the 3 principles of reuse, reduce and recycle of water.
Zero liquid discharge is one of the key initiatives which is linked to the water stewardship, where it's help in the reuse and clarification of the water.
So we have our own recycle water treatment plant. From there we can use the recycled water wherever it is required.
The biggest win was us installing the zero liquid discharge plants, which gave us a top level efficiency. It was an industry benchmark, and that's where our treatment facility in a lot of our plants were even crossing the compliance requirements in a lot of areas.
An integrated approach to water stewardship also involved generating drinking water access for the communities.
This is a Dr. Water plant. It's a 6 days purification of water. It is useful to the public. On average, 250 cans per day is given to the community.
I would say the biggest win with these water units for the community also is that they get that drinking water at probably 10 times less the cost, which they would find in an open market. So it's not just quality drinking water made available to them. It's not just a self-sustaining unit which is made, but it's also a unit which gives water at a very subsidized rate.
We look at sustainability not just as one other initiative in the company, but it is our business. And we believe that any and every challenge that water and all areas related to water scarcity, availability and access to clean water should be addressed by us through these partnerships that we look at creating.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on, we now move to the second part of the agenda. I now invite Madhavan to give a special address on this partnership.
Thanks very much. I'm sort of delighted to be here as we sort of commence this partnership with AB InBev. Just to step back, I think it's important for us to recognize that India is the largest extractor of groundwater anywhere in the world. India alone extracts more groundwater than the US and China put together. And increasingly, we're finding that not just communities, but even industries across the country are faced with significant water stress. It is quite clear that with the impact of climate change, this vulnerability is only going to increase all over the country. And experience of the past suggests that when you have the impact of climate change, the poorest, the most vulnerable, find it the hardest to adapt to this dramatic change. And they're likely to be the worst hit as a consequence of climate change. So it's very clear that there is a need for us to do something, and to do something at scale, and to do it quickly. And when we look at SDG Goal 6, we've actually got 9 years to achieve SDG Goal 6. And in some sense, this is our moment in India. Because to achieve SDG Goal 6, what you require is political leadership at the highest level. You would require political public investment. And for the first time, we have both. We have leadership that emphasizes water conservation, that's committed to ensuring that every household has access to safe drinking water through a functional household tap connection. And you have significant public investment backing this ambition. I think it's important for us to recognize that if India were to achieve SDG Goal 6, we will shift the global indicators with regard to SDG Goal 6. So India's success itself will completely transform the progress globally against SDG Goal 6. But this requires operating at scale, given the size and magnitude of the problem in India in particular. And it's quite clear that no individual entity, whether it's a company, an organization, or government, can do this on its own. And it's critical, therefore, that we collaborate, we partner as a way to have this impact at scale. As part of this partnership, we're essentially trying to do two things. One, to address the problem at the supply side, which is to look at mapping aquifers, based on that to try and recharge groundwater, to look at enhancing storage by reviving surface water bodies, to look at rainwater harvesting, both for decentralized storage and use and for recharge, to look at safe drinking water at a household level, and more importantly, to build capacity of communities to be able to plan, design, and manage this. In some sense, we're only playing the role of facilitators and trying to enable and unleash the capacity of communities to be able to address this problem in a sustainable manner for the long term. On the second hand, what we're trying to do is to address the demand side issues. The large elephant in the room is the utilization of water by agriculture. So to look at water security, safety plans at a village level that allow for communities to understand the trade-offs in use of water, to be able to allocate water more efficiently, to look at promoting water use efficiency in agriculture, participatory groundwater management, and finally, in some sense, to take this learning and find a way of scaling it up by both government and other industry players whether it's individual industries or industry bodies. So in some sense, to demonstrate what is possible and to take that learning and to try and get government and the private sector at large to own this and to scale it up wherever they work. And so we're really delighted at this opportunity. I think what's very crucial is that this recognition that AB InBev has demonstrated of going beyond its own factories, of achieving zero liquid discharge, but to extend that also to communities, where we start to look at communities being more resilient in terms of their water security, is a first step, and we're delighted to partner with AB InBev on this journey. Thank you.
For your kind words. And we at the same time are more than happy and delighted for this partnership, and we really look forward of how greatly we intervene in the community and make a meaningful impact for them. I now hand over to Vikas for your few words.
Thanks, Sugandha. We are extremely delighted to be a partner in this heralding partnership, which basically looks at conserve, recharge, recycle, and collaborate, and particularly bring water stewardship in that sense to the doors of communities in the suffering 3 years. So this project is particularly divided into 3 phases. Phase 1 basically looks at demonstrate water conservation, recharge and recycling of water in 2 locations. Phase 2 basically looks at state water consortium to catalyze synergy and action at scale. And phase 3 looks at national knowledge partnership to nurture innovations and learning. All 3 are critical phases which are intermeshed with each other, basically to bring water stewardship and closely align it with the government flagship programs. We work on the supply and demand side to work overall water stewardship, from water conservation to effective distribution of water through adequate measures, quite like into the cropping patterns, looking at the community distribution, participatory manner in which the community could really ensure that they could rationalize water within that. And this will begin with Sonipat in phase 1 and eventually cascade down to Sangareddy at the end of the year, year 1 particularly. The phase 2 basically looks at building an interest in the state to expand what has been demonstrated through the project per se. It will engage with state institutions to inform them of the initiatives, to also trigger the interest and participation at a much larger scale, and then create an environment where they could accelerate the impact at a larger opportunity per se. The phase 3 basically as a catalyst, where WaterAid will synthesize the knowledge and facilitate wider participation and replication at a multiple stakeholder level, and wherein farmers, business houses, and communities and industries could come together and utilize this effectively. Overall, this partnership will bring together a new paradigm in the space of water stewardship, and it will have a deep-rooted impact and outcomes on the communities where AB InBev breweries are working in that case. The start is ominous on the World Water Day, and we look forward in positive anticipation to make a sizable impact. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Vikas. We now move forward to sign the MOU and seal this partnership on this very ominous occasion of World Water Day.
It's literally a virtual handshake right now.
Yes. So this pandemic has forced us to utilize virtual save the fullest.
Well, the technology is still paving the way for a larger impact by not physical means, but at least virtual means.
Yes.
So thanks to that.
So the deal is sealed.
Yes.
I think you can. Let me just take a picture too.
Yeah, we can have a thumbs up picture, I think. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. In fact, Ashwin, Sugandha and Bratin, we were discussing that we are delighted to be partners with a humble team as of yours. You all certainly makes the partnership comfortable, and I think together we can achieve much larger than what we have anticipated to go through.
Absolutely,
Thanks
sir.
for being our partners.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your kind words. Look forward to a strong relationship with you.
And we definitely look forward to meet the team in person, hopefully very, very soon. And yes, start the work on ground as soon as possible. Now the deal is sealed.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Wonderful.
In fact, Madhavan was very keen to meet Karthikeya as well, and Madhavan, in fact, despite his busy schedule, he was gracious enough to say that he could travel all the way to Bangalore that day, and I mean today. But nonetheless, we look forward to another opportunity where we could make Madhavan and Karthikeya also meet together.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yes, for
We'll
sure.
plan that out very soon.
Yes. And just to close this, I want to give a word of thanks to Padma for coordinating throughout this very, very patiently with us, because there has been many, many changes, along with the team at WaterAid, Anand as well. So Anand and Chandra, who has helped us to define the entire scope of work, understood what the requirement is, how do we want to take it forward, define each and every step, make a detailed scope so that we can finalize the scope and link it with the kind of impact that we want to create on the ground. Hopefully, going forward, this would turn out really well, and we would see impacts on the communities, positive impacts on the communities going forward. And also for this water stewardship video, we really want to thank the Core 100+ team along with the Network 18 team to come and make this video a reality for us. Thanks Ashwin and Bratin here for supporting us throughout. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much. Means a lot to us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.